Hello, hello. Does my chat work? Let me check. Test chat. Some delay. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Hello, Switcheroo. Hello, Blue Studio. Okay, take a drink. So, on the docket today is two of my commissions. There is this commission, which is the thumbnail of this video. Reimu Hakure on a extreme gear called the Magical Broomstick, which is a... like, this is on the assumption that Reimu will eventually become a character. This is in the alternate universe where Reimu becomes a character in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And the next one is Reimu. The next one is the Hakure God materializing in front of Reimu while she's inside of the shrine. Like this is the original Reimu artwork. I had to change it. This is also like I made a limited 3D model of this. I made a limited 3D model of this. Where can I show this? Actually, I could probably show it better with like this Hakure. Okay. Where did I save it? Oops. There it is. Reimu having two very different times, correct. Okay. So, I made a very rudimentary shrine. I made a very rudimentary shrine and put a camera in there to be able to think about the space. That's how I made that. Hide this. Okay. We're going to... Let's flip a coin. Heads is going to be Blue Studio. Tails is going to be Switcheroo. Flip coin. Okay, which one will I do first? Blue Studio or Switcheroo? Heads. I guess I'm drawing Blue Studios first. Your fate will be decided. Correct. Okay, all of this goes in the sketch folder. Okay. Let's go. 10 pixels for now. I'm gonna... 10 pixels for now. It's currently at 2040. 1536 by 2048. Ideally, because this is like a because this is a full commission. I'm gonna be doubling the size of this. This is a full illustration commission. I'm gonna be doubling the size of this canvas. Once I'm further in. Hello, Nairn. By the way, to be frank, Toho is basically about Reimu having a time whether she wants to or not, and usually not. I don't normally draw Reimu with thick eyebrows. Let's thin those out a bit. Are there characters in Toho that I deliberately draw with thick eyebrows that are not fan characters? I know, I think it was Incendiary who requested a character one time who had thick eyebrows. She looks terrified. Kind of a little bit older in this one, to be honest. Okay, the bangs go there. Some of the hair goes up like this. This is on the assumption that the Hakurei god's very presence is displacing air. It's got... Next. Although now that I'm drawing her, I get the sense that I okay, the hair. I get the sense that the placement of her head is wrong. Okay, now for the hair tubes. Placement of her head seems wrong. Redmu. Okay, that's shoulder. Elbow on the floor. Actually, if the shoulder is like this, does Reimu's torso need to be lower? So the torso is like this, right? Torso is like this. Hakurei of all time. Hello, X. Welcome to the stream. Okay. So if the torso is very slightly facing the camera, like this, then it definitely needs to be lower. if the torso is facing the camera like this, it definitely needs to be lower. However, the hand, I'm gonna keep my hand place. I'm gonna keep it up here for now so that the hand placement is good. So that I don't need to change the hands. So the neck. So the shoulder is here. Even with foreshortening, should be... There we go. I'm late. Such a failure. Nah. I barely just started. It was my birthday on the 2nd. It was a while ago. I really wanted to be able to stream on the 1st, but then I got really sick. I got really sick, and I wasn't even able to stream video games on the Saturday. When was that? On the 4th. I wasn't even able to stream video games on the 4th. I was that sick. The cursed immune system. To be frank, I've been missing a long time. I am the superior loser. You haven't been missing. You've been in the abyss, weren't you? You've been in the void. Like you always say. Okay, very slightly different posing. Although, if it's like this, wouldn't the hand be bigger? Shouldn't the head be bigger if she's closer to the camera? You return for the depths and I yearn for the depths. It's an interesting cycle. You know what? Let's undo all of this. Ah, unfortunate. It's not letting me undo all of it. Oh well. Okay. If we keep it like this. Okay, if we stick to the original. We stick to the original plan. Hello, how was my day? Surprisingly decent, all things considered. Surprisingly decent, all things considered. I'm technically still sick. Like, I still have a clogged nose and stuff, but I'm well enough to stream again. And, it doesn't hurt to breathe anymore. You biked yesterday. Happy for you. Let's hope it stays that way for the duration of the stream. It's very likely it's going to stay that way for the duration of the stream. But given the changing seasons right now, like it frequently goes from really hot to really cold here in the Philippines. Well, I say really cold, but it's like 20 degree, like 24 degrees at night. That's not very cold for most people, but yeah, it switches from really hot to really cold and then back again, and it's proving to be quite the ordeal for my immune system. Like, yeah, the issue is, like, the body itself is fine. Like, the more I look at, like, if we remove the head, like, if we remove the head and just draw the body, like, the body itself seems fine. It's my issue seems to be placing the head on the torso. If I place the head here, the head should be, if I place the head just here, the head should be bigger. Does it make it better? But then it doesn't look like Reimu's cowering. If I make her smaller, as an American, I'm surprised it gets that low. 24 degrees. Oh, right. 24 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? 24 C to F. Around 75 degrees Celsius. 75 degrees Fahrenheit. $75 is considered average where I live. It's considered cold here. Yeah, having to use a different color because for Okay. That's a bit better. As an American, I should be in bed. Just wanted to poke in here and say hi. I'll appear another time in the future. See you around. Good luck. Good night, X. Have a good rest. Okay. Let's redo that. Imagine sleeping. This is a much better sketch thus far. The lighting for this one is gonna be interesting because I assume the Hakure god is going to glow. Alright, draw the back of Reimu's neck. The Hakure isn't shaded. No, but the plan, the Hakure isn't shaded, but it is going to have an effect on the environment around them. So like there's like if the Hakure god is if the Hakure god is here, it's going to be emitting light. And Reimu's face is going to be in shadow, like this. So how is the shirt going to work? So there's her undershirt. So the armpits. Is that? I think that works for the armpit. Will the armpit even be visible? It will not, alas. Okay, how will this work? First off, the wind is moving in this direction. In this direction. So that means it's going to follow the curve of this front of the arm and like so. Thinking on it, the Hakure god strikes me more as a shadow god. Shadows cannot exist without light. Wait a sec. This is the shoulder. If this is the armpit, then the boobs should start here. Oh, foreshortening. My beloved. By the way, Blue Escurio, she is indoors. Should Reimu be barefoot? Should she be wearing socks, or should she have shoes? Shadow as in hidden god who powers in a hidden dimension probably has a pretty malevolent aura, even if it has the right to be pissed. Socks. Gotcha. Welcome back, embodiment of Scarlet Devil, Reimu. I specify embodiment of Scarlet Devil because in that game, she does not wear shoes. And she's also not barefoot. She's wearing socks. Everyone is psychotic and only wore socks back then. It was genuinely really weird. Like, it would be less weird for them to have been barefoot. To be frank, she is flying around. That's true, but it also doesn't explain why she, if that's the case, why does she start wearing shoes in the later games? Like, we talked about how Zun is on his barefoot high right now. That we didn't talk about that until after Toho 20 came out, I believe. And like in EOSD lore, the game takes place in the span of 30 minutes. Oh, right! Does it... Like, Reimu was just about to get up, and Reimu was just about to get up in the morning. It was a chilly spring day. Or was it summer? I don't remember. It was a chilly day. She was wearing socks. She went to bed with socks on to keep herself from getting too cold. And then all of a sudden the sky turned red, covered with red mist, and she was like, shit, here we go again. And decided to look for whoever was causing the sun, blocking out the sun. That doesn't explain why everyone else wore only socks around that time, like Shirno. Okay, yeah, Shirno makes no sense. Who else doesn't wear socks? Wears socks, not shoes. Marissa was wearing shoes. Marissa was not wearing shoes. Who else? Shirno and Dayose were not wearing shoes. Check. Mei Ling was not wearing shoes. I gave her shoes in my artwork, but that was not in the original art. She was wearing socks in the original art. Actually, no, I don't. Her original art did not have her wearing any. Did not show her lower body, but her sprite had white. Her sprite had white feet, so I assumed it was socks. Everyone must have feet tougher than leather in Gensokyo. To be frank, if you've spent any amount of time barefoot, like if you've spent extended amounts of time barefoot, you will eventually have tough feet. Simply because of the amount of dead skin. Dead skin will eventually accumulate all over the bottom of your feet. Okay. Hi, Dremu. Start drawing the Hakure god. Let's... I think in EOSD, Reimu actually just didn't do anything for like weeks, even ignoring later stuff about the vampire incident. So you're saying at the time of embodiment of Scarlet Devil, Reimu was just a NEET, a hikikomori. She only did anything because she realized the mist was going to reach the outside world. Oh. So the Scarlet Mist incident happened in the span of 30 minutes, but before Reimu actually did anything. But before Reimu did anything, she was... Okay. So, I'm Blue Studio. I need to check the references you gave. If I remember correctly, the Hakure God... Yeah, the Hakure God also has... Gotcha. Should the Hakure God have the same frills? Or... same frills on her ribbon? Or do we assume that Reimu modified it? Modified the outfit to have lots of frills? Because I don't think these are supposed... I don't think it's supposed to have frills. Like the hair tubes. Even though it was already called Gensokyo, it was still PC98 lore. Lore I'm going with is the Hakure God's appearance was made by Sanai. She was reviving Reimu as a gift to her. Didn't work out the way she intended it. Okay. In that case, she is going to have the frills since it's Sanai. Since she was resurrected with Sanai's interference. So it's going to be based on Reimu. No surviving anything, so Sanai just guessed. Copy-pasting Reimu. Okay. Glad we both intuited what the other was going to say, because I was going to say that Sanai probably just copy-pasted Reimu. I went away for 2 seconds. When did Reimu die? We're talking about the Hakure God. So, I think for a story that Blue Studio is trying to tell, Sanai decides to revive the Hakure God for Reimu as a gift to Reimu, and accidentally created a vengeful spirit that is displeased with Reimu. A vengeful apparition that is displeased with Reimu's performance as the Hakure Shrine Maiden. Or maybe not. Maybe the Hakure God is just there, and Reimu is scared because it's the Hakure God. Like, even if the Hakure God does not have evil, malevolent intentions for Reimu, she'd still be scared because it's her god. Should it have the detached sleeves? Should the shrine like, it's based on Reimu, right? I'll give it detached sleeves and the bow. Alright, Reimu. Yeah, the Hakure absolutely Hakure God absolutely despises Reimu. I don't think the detached sleeves are going to be visible, so unfortunately. Come on, Eraser. Okay, Blue Skidio. Blue. It's probably not going to be visible, but bloomers are... Should she have bloomer? Should she have bloomers, or is it gonna be panties? Questions you don't really think about. It'd all be the same color either way. It's gonna be mostly the same color, but for parts that overlap, it's going to be visible, right? And this front leg is going to overlap. His front leg is going to overlap with the back leg. So something baggy. Okay, let's give her bloomers. I'm just gonna make her barefoot. Like, generally speaking, the gods in this game for some reason like to have the grippers out. So eraser, please. There we go. Smaller. The big toe is around twice the size of the little toes. Okay. So this is the ankle, right? Okay, there we go. Okay. Uh... Okay. There's Remu. There's the Hakure God. Image. Sketch 4. It'll be sketch 2. Edit image size. Let's double that. Okay. Let us begin. Not gonna lie, I always imagined the god as genderless or something. The Hakure god. Oh. Well, you also have to remember, this is like the god as revived by Sanai. Like the Hakure god in this scenario is the god, but as revived by Sanai. Sanai would totally make her a woman. I don't know why my brain was like this, but I heard the words "make her a woman." The words "make her a woman" made me think Sanai would seduce the Hakure god. And like, maybe she would, to be honest. Sanai Kuchiya turning Gensokyo's gods into women. How else is Reimu getting out of this one? How else is Reimu getting out of this one? Reimu accidentally Reimu enrages her god, and Sanai has to roll to seduce the god to get her out of it. It's not even force fem. It was like force. God force fam. Like, the god was probably female. I don't think Sanai could actually, like, influence the Hakure god's sense of self. Let's be honest here. This is a Toho game. Like, this is Toho. She was... If it's an important character, it's probably going to be a woman. True, men exist to die in Toho. They exist to die, or as a... They exist to die, or are... They exist to die, or exist to be a curiosity. Like, it's still wild. It's still so strange to me that Ryunosuke, who, a guy who is ostensibly a BL character, is in Toho. Fortune teller, Junko's son, Byakuran's brother, all dead. Junko's husband, also dead. There was one twink, theoretically a main character turtle, who hasn't done anything since Toho 2. It's so funny to me that Genji exists. There was a time where Reimu's power to float, where Reimu couldn't control her power to float, so she used the giant turtle. The power to float, and somehow the power to float is like different from her power to fly. Two theories, like the one, Lord Zun decided that fate would favor women and all guys experience purely boredom, or have the characters we see in the games and manga have transitioned. Fun fact about Genji. He's not like an old retainer or anything. He's just a turtle? Shaking my head, Unzan erasure. To be frank, Unzan is less a character and more like an accessory to Ichirin. Hello, Dino Nuggies. Welcome to the stream. I'm drawing a commission. It was paid to draw Reimu Hakure cowering in fear. Cowering in fear. Before the Hakure god. I had no prior relation to Genji. I just started training Reimu so she wouldn't eat him. That's really funny. Is that actually true? Or is that your headcanon? That's in the manual. Oh my goodness, Zun. Well, to be fair, Zun, to be fair to Zun, like PC98. PC98 lore is significantly less serious than everything he's written since. PC98 lore is wild. Yeah, I agree. Like, there are some things that are great about PC98, but it's mostly just weird. Okay, shoulder here. Like this. Okay, and okay. Almost done with this Remu. Gonna take a drink. Switch over to Hakure God soon. PC98 feels more cohesive to me. Yeah, because there are fewer games in it. Like, the thing about PC98 is that it's done. Like, there are no more new. There's no new content to muddy the waters or make things more complicated. Honestly, just what am I missing? The thing about Windows Remu is that she's kind of just there to be the protagonist. I mean, to be frank, her job is 1, to tend to the Hakure Shrine, and 2, to protect Gensokyo. So, like, when that's your job, you kind of don't have any choice but to just... You can't really be one of the movers and shakers of Gensokyo. Like, the biggest thing she did was, like, implement the spell card rules. And even, like, the biggest thing she did was implement the spell card rules. And even then, like... While most people who start incidents are good sports about it and are willing to work with the spell card rules. And are willing to work under the spell card rules. Generally speaking, like, she's kind of weak. Like, remember Detective Satori? The moment Reimu encounters a yokai unwilling to a strong yokai unwilling to play by the spell card rules, she kind of just she kind of has no idea what to do anymore. Windows Marissa is definitely way better than PC98 Marissa, but I prefer PC98 Reimu. It also really doesn't help that Windows Reimu is like has gotten used to being the most powerful person in the room. She's gotten really lazy and really lazy and really rude. Well, Detective Satori is definitely a manga with characterization. The question is, it's an official manga, so like it has Zun's go ahead, but who is the manga author, the person writing it, or is it Zun? Because I know for a lot of the other ones, Zun was the writer. Considering this is a calm where Reimu gets karmic justice from her god, so my opinion on Reimu should be pretty obvious. Yeah, most characters in Toho are massive assholes, especially in Windows, in the Windows canon. And that includes Reimu Hakure, protagonist, and only important character in the lore. It's official, so it's a safe bet that Zun wrote it. Oh, Zun. Alice missed out on Marissa's solo game because she was too busy being unconscious. Thanks, Zun. The Marissa solo game. I still need to draw. Like I do eventually plan on drawing the main characters from the photo games. So Aya, Hatate, Seija, Marissa, Sumireko, all of those characters. I do eventually want to draw them, but they'll have to be later. After I'm done with every other Toho done drawing every other Toho game. Every other Toho character from every Toho game. I'm drawing details in this, even though I shouldn't. Because it's gonna help me when I eventually draw the full thing. The full thing, which will not have details. As a fanfic writer, Satori annoys me because having a mind reader makes it harder to throw another mind reader at characters. You could just have the other mind reader have a... You could just make it so that the other mind reader's powers works differently from Satori. Like Satori's is always on. And she can't turn it off unless she wants to turn into Koishi. You can make it so that your fanfic mind reader can turn it off. And honestly, I don't buy Satori can function as a person, so like, she doesn't function like a person. She spends all of her time with animals. She's more of a shut-in. Like before File Detective Satori started having her show up. Before File Detective Satori started having her show up in Gensokyo proper, she's basically a shut-in. Like more of a shut-in than she was more of a shut-in than Flandre was. Keep it. Honestly, just keep it, oh goodness. There was a pressure change in my clogged nose and suddenly my ears popped. It was kind of painful. I need another layer. I think another layer could work. Or do I do that after? Do it now. You know what? Let's not add another layer. Let's just draw the bloomers. It's late for me. Got a dip. Looking forward to see the full piece at some point. You and me both, my friend. Have a good night, mate. I don't know why I'm drawing each individual toe as if I'm not just gonna... As if I'm not going to just merge them all together once this thing is colored. I'm imagining it as being part of the Hakurei God. Note on the go, hey. It's part of the Hakurei God. So it's not like the sword in that what was it? It's not like the sword of this thing. It's not like the sword. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, the sword is technically part of it, but the bottom part of the palm has an overlap. Very strange. She can disconnect the Gohei and have it fly around and such, but it's an extension of her. Gotcha. It's correct that I gave her yin yang orbs as options, right? Like she is the Hakurei God, so the yin yang orbs make sense. Okay. Okay, time to draw the line art. Oh, the line art. I'll start. I'll start with Remo. Sketch 3. She can transform into a giant yin-yang orb, but a ball isn't super intimidating. That's true. Let me take a drink. By the way, you are happy with what I've done so far, right? Once I'm done with the line art, I'm gonna switch over to switcheroos. I'm gonna switcheroo to switcheroo. Okay. Assuming switcheroo is still here, because like, badum-tish. Okay, switcheroo is still here. I'm going to go to bed, actually. Good night, friend. It's pretty late here. It is... Right now, it's 3:30 p.m. for me. It's gonna assume... West Coast? West Coast of the US, maybe? since it would be around midnight for you right now, I think. East Coast. It's actually 3 in the morning for you. Oh no. Yeah, go to bed. I'll go to bed. Go to bed, my friend. I'll be done. I'll be done with this. I'll send you an update when I'm done. When I'm done with this, and you could look at it when you wake up. It's a very good thing that I stream on Saturday. No, it's a Wednesday. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Blue Escurio. I hope this hasn't eaten into your schedule too much. Same with you, Switcheroo. Okay, take a drink. I checked social media for a bit and then I saw this. I saw this image. Gotta love it. Not quite a Fumo, but still very cute. Accidentally hit my mic there. Hope it didn't get picked up. You were. And the frills. It's Sonic. Did any wonder why line art is my least favorite? Oh man. Line art is my least favorite part about doing these drawings. Always takes forever. But it looks so good. Oh, line art my blood. Okay. The detached sleeves. I wonder. Less. Right. I'm a digital artist. Let's not forget that again. Oh, goodness. It is. At the very least, the cops no longer hurt. Although, I should make it so that it won't hurt eventually. Let me take a drink. Okay, that's annoying. Let me just... Oh boy. Come on. Follow the curve. There we go. There we go. There we go. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, what's next? Remu's shirt. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Maybe I wasn't well enough to stream today. Oh no. Because the cough is getting worse. Oh. Don't do that. Don't get worse. Please live. I'm not dying, but it is unpleasant. Excuse me. Okay, last thing for Reimu, her sock. Her one visible socked foot. There she is. Reimu is done. Next is the Hakure God. Actually, do I want to do the Hakure God on stream? I could probably do that, finish her off stream. Yeah, let's save this. I'm gonna take a quick break to use the restroom, and then we're switching to Switcheroo. Be right back. Okay, I have returned. Actually, I probably should have stayed out a little bit longer so that I could refill my bottle of water. Oh well. I still have like 500 liters. Not 500 liters, milliliters. 500 milliliters. One bottle. Should still be enough. Okay. Reimu Hakure. Okay, one of the things about this Reimu. One of the things about this Reimu is that she there we go. That's a bit better. Five pixels. Actually, I need to double check something. Okay. Gonna be a full illustration if I remember correctly, so I should probably double. Should probably double this. Okay. Edit canvas size. Not canvas size. Edit image size. Okay. So Reimu's eyes. This is like the second. I'm realizing this is like the second time where I'm drawing a Reimu where her hair is being swept up from the sides. Things up with the eyes. tools. Okay. What do I do first? The arm or the... Yeah, the arm. No, not the arm. Do the chest first. Just erase what's underneath. There's the ascot. Okay. New layer. Add this. Draw the fingers. Honestly, just follow the sketch. Just follow the sketch, Red. Okay, this can probably be smaller. Foreshortening aside, it's still quite big. Okay. Hmm. Okay. There's that. What's next? Yeah, just erase this. Okay, what's next? The back part of this. Okay. Oh, Remu. How am I gonna do this again? Right. What song is playing right now? I've written so many that I don't remember. It's not telling me what song is playing right now. Oh no. That's annoying. Oh, OBS. Okay. Next on the list is... not list. Next thing to work on is the feet. Or the shoes, I suppose. Simple socks instead of the frilly socks that she has in the previous games. Mary Jane's. This is a Toho character. Most Toho characters, when they wear shoes, they wear Mary Jane's. Okay, now to work on the magical broomstick. Snap, save, left, right. Snap, save, up, down. I really should have made a 3D model of this before actually working on it. The bristle part looked like a turbine. This thing? This? Turbine. Yeah, I guess I can kind of see it. I can still make it look like a turbine if you want me to. I really should have just made a 3D model of this to make this easier on myself, but I've already drawn... The problem is I've already drawn the artwork. No, I meant make it easier on myself to draw this. The problem is I've already drawn the artwork. Save, snap, forward, back. Huh. That's weird. Snap. Left, right. Snap forward, back. Snap. Left, right. Snap forward, back. Okay. Snap left, right. Snap up, down. That is way too... Yeah, no, that's... It is too wide. Way wider than intended. It should be on another layer. Snap. Huh. Forward, back. Snap up, down. Actually, I think the forward back one is wrong. Okay, let's try something. Yikes. Now forward back is correct enough. Snap left, right. Snap up, down. Surprisingly, the actual octagon, I drew the actual octagon fairly accurately. Surprising. Alright, snap. Forward, back. Snap up, down. You. Not that, not that. Okay. All right, let's draw this extreme gear. Let me take a drink. I know the shape language in Sonic Cross Worlds is the vehicles tend to be much rounder than the reference that was given, so I'm rounding out most of these corners. Oh, similarly, I should also probably also do something like this. Come on. Okay. That's done. Move on to the part of the board that can actually be stepped on. Oh boy, what's next? Right. And 4? No, 3? 5? I feel like I just copied a section from a Toho Song Wholesale when I wrote this section. Might have been Library of Viole. Pachuli's stage in Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. That's the one that I'm thinking of. I don't know why I'm putting this much effort into this, and this isn't the final artwork. These aren't the final lines. I have one more pass to go. Like, this is the final sketch pass, but last things last for this pass. Raremu shoes. Okay, 5. Snap. Save snap. Bristles center. Excellent. Okay, how long have I been streaming? Around 3 hours. And for some reason, my cough is getting worse. I don't think I should push it. I'm gonna continue most of this off stream. Next stream is... Okay, if I don't stream on... I might stream on Friday, where I continue this... continue these. However, on the 11th, I'm gonna finally continue my playthrough of DMC3. And... yeah, I think that's about it. April groceries for $100. I have a coffee.com/Redler Red7. I draw artwork for strangers on the internet, and strangers on the internet pay for my bills. If you'd like to help pay for those bills, even as little as $1 can help. Send me a tip on coffee.com/Redler Red7. That's ko-fi.com/redlerred7. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I will see you all either on Friday or Saturday, whichever comes first. Oh, let's end that broadcast.